you. You walk up to me, start dancing to the music and the chase, like this was meant to be. Take my hand, I feel my heart beat, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home, don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me, let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see it's all about.
Well, hello and welcome back to day 3 of Canva hacks for back to school. I am once again your host, Amanda Cardenas, and I want to thank you all so much for joining me for these tutorials as we explore some fun things that we can do in Canva to spark your imagination and creativity. But also, you've been getting a few longer talks from me than maybe you think you signed up for about the purpose and intentionality around everything that we're doing for back to school. Because I don't know, there's a lot of stuff on the internet. I would I would say, yeah, a lot of stuff on the internet. And my concern for teachers is, as much fun as it is to fall into some black holes and really kind of get lost in just chasing your creativity, it also can be exhausting when you come up from it and you're like, why was I doing this? So we've started every video this week talking about why we are even bothering to do some fun design things with Canva, why we're bothering to have a purpose and a focus in the things that we choose for our back to school mission. And today is no different. Today we are talking about digitizing your syllabus. And of course, we're going to do that using Canva, and that's super exciting. I'm wondering if anyone has already played around with websites in Canva. They're really great for some things and really not great for other things. Maybe another day, if you want, I could do a YouTube video on that, like things that I've loved using them for and things that have not worked out the way that I wanted them to. But my little tips and tricks today are all centered around this mission, and that is to create your syllabus in a way that is digital for students. So why have a digital syllabus? What on earth is the point? Well, there's a few things. So we care about decluttering our paper versions. We are moving into a world. We're already there, people, by the way. English teachers, especially. I know some of you here are not English teachers, but I come from a long line of well-meaning English teachers who write novel length syllabi. We just talk and 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 talk. Like the students are going to sit and they're going to read everything in that document, or they're going to sit in front of us and listen to us read it aloud. And that's just not the world we live in. We live in a world of visuals. We live in a world of get to the point. And honestly, with what we're working with in schools, we don't have time to linger. We need students to get what's out of the syllabus and important at the beginning, but we need it to be a reference document that students can come back to. So we want to have something that's engaging and dynamic for students. Dare I say, exciting for students to look at and read. Can you imagine if your syllabus was exciting? I remember when the most exciting thing on my syllabus was clip art from a Microsoft Word document. And I remember when I learned how to wrap the text around that image. It was a big deal, guys. And I think that by having an engaging and dynamic type of syllabus, it's going to set itself up to be a reference point. And I think that that's a healthy way of looking at your syllabus, is a reference guide or a manual, a handbook for your class. They have a student handbook for school and all of those expectations that they don't read. Let's not make your syllabus the next thing that kids don't read. Let's make it visually engaging and something that we can easily update and reuse every single year. Another reason I like having a digital syllabus, have you ever thought of this? I put my syllabus in my email signature. So it's very easy to find when I'm talking about something in it with a parent, with an admin, with a caseworker, a co-teacher, I said case manager already, a student. I can refer to the syllabus in my email signature. It's always there. So things that are in my syllabus are things like the books that we're reading, or procedures for certain types of consequences, or whatever it might be. It's all in my syllabus, and so I can point them there over and over and over again. I will be including my full Canva website template in my back to school course I've been talking to you all about. It's definitely been a labor of love. I've been doing it on Google Sites for a very, very long time, but I have created a Canva version of that site, and I'm excited to demonstrate to the lovely people of the back to school course what the differences are and how one versus the other might be more effective. Spoiler alert, I think that the Canva one is a little bit more effective. The Google Sites one took me a very, very long time to construct. The Canva one took me a lot less time, and that's because of some of the hacks that we're going to learn today. Finally, I think, I want to reiterate the importance of even paying attention to our syllabus, to updating it and including it in my top 3 priorities of back to school, is because I really want this to be the working reference point document that I can point back to and maintain my expectations all year long. It's one thing to have them, it's another to display them, and it's another to consistently uphold them. And having all of those things done, right? It's written down, we've gone over it, it's easily accessible, but now I can consistently be referring to it and expecting that students follow along with what's outlined there. And it's not something clunky. It's not something they're responsible for holding on to or finding. It's not buried anywhere. It's right there, always available and ready to go. So let me walk you through 4 Canva hacks for building your digital course syllabus. And I mean, you're probably going to learn a lot more too. Probably going to learn a lot about building a website in Canva. So let's go for it. Once again, this part is not exactly a hack, but I do want to start with the basics, especially if you're new here and you're new to Canva, how to get your website started. It's really easy. We're going to, once again, find this menu over here, and we can click on websites. We can also go to create a design, and you can type in website. There it is. Ready to go for you. So either way, you can click to get through there. When you click on websites in this menu, there are some different kinds of templates that pop up. Maybe that's something that you want to use. You can find something helpful. We're going to start with a blank website. So I'm going to click create blank. All right, amazing. So once you're in here, once again, we're going to take a look at this sidebar and find out where all of the templates are. So this is one of the reasons that Canva is so much faster for me than Google Sites. The Google Sites templates are really basic. The Canva ones are really helpful and designed incredibly thoroughly. And I've used other things with Google Sites, with Google Sites. And Google Sites has a lot of function. I really like the drag and drop of Google Docs and things inside Google Sites, but I'm going to show you a couple other things here that are maybe go above and beyond that. So here's our template library. We can pick from templates that are ready to go, ready for you to use. Let's go pick one just for funsies. I have another one in mind, but okay. So when you hover over your template, it'll tell you 1 of 5 or 1 of 5. Let's see, 1 of 6, 1 of 7. That's the number of website page templates that are included in that template pack. So let's take a look at here. This one is 1 of 7. So here are the 7 different setups that are designed under this template. So if I were to go for it, I could click apply all 7 pages. And now my website is created, and I just need to fill in the blanks. So what's really cool here is, of course, like this could be a picture of you. It could be a picture of a book, and you could have the name of your course, whatever you want. Here's a mantra, right? What's the mantra of your classroom? Here's a great section for listing things. Okay, wonderful. Right, another way of doing listing. So these templates will give you lots and lots of ideas. Let's go back and take a look at one more. So here's a different one. Let's apply these, and we can replace it. Yes, let's replace all of the pages. There we go. Look at this wireless headset. Man, that's cool. All right. So you can kind of play around, see if it's got the things that you like. All of these pages are easily duplicated. So we can just click over here, duplicate page. So let's say you wanted to have 3 books we're reading and 3 projects we're doing. Done. You can have the exact same page set up. It'll look really nice and consistent and be a whole lot less work for you. Thank you so much, Canva. Okay, so that's how we get our website started and the layouts chosen. Just one more quick, just housekeeping thing. When we go to publish the website, that's going to be this button over here. I'm going to teach you about this part later. But what you're able to do is use a free domain. So you're going to publish to Canva. It also gives you the option to hide these websites from search engines. So if you want to keep this private from the being Googleable, you can. So basically, only people that will be able to see this is people who have direct access to the link. So if privacy is really important, especially for your admin, for you, that option does exist right here. You can also password protect your Canva website if that's something really important for you as well. We can also customize your URL, the back end of it. So it'll say, whatever I titled my project, my.canva.site, and then the back end. We can play with it right there. So love that. Let's get into some more actual hacks now that you've got your website set up. Okay, so like I said, I am going to have a full walkthrough of my entire website and all of the functionalities inside my back to school, the first 10 days course. This is really meant to be a hacks, webinar where we're looking at little tiny things that are going to make a big difference. So I want to show those hacks to you. But that does mean that I'm skipping over things. So feel free to ask questions. I'll answer them in the comments. But if this is something that you really would like a deep dive on, I really think coming over into the course is a good idea. And eventually, I'll hopefully be able to do some YouTube videos where we walk through how to use these for other types of lessons and even for assessments. But for now, let's take a look at the website that I have built. This is my English 10 website. And we are in. I'm going to click edit. Right now it's published, so I'm just going to take it back into edit mode. I used this template here, this beautiful tropical template. It's so lovely. And I just want to walk you through a few of the elements. So one of the things that I love about Canva are the apps. I shared with you the QR code app the other day, and I want to show you a few more apps and ways of connecting Canva to things that you love and already use. So under apps, I bet you're wondering where I got this beautiful picture from. If you're looking for royalty-free images, Canva connects to Pixabay, which is one of my favorite image sites. So I'm going to type in here under apps, Pixabay. This is great for students as well. So Pixabay, I can add to my list. Again, it's at the very bottom of my screen. I'm sorry it's cut off for you. But when I click on Pixabay, I have all of the images on Pixabay available to me right here. So I can search for books. Whatever that might be, I can find right here, and then I can just click to drag and drop. All of these images are royalty free, so you're not going to have any of those crowns sitting on top of these. They're all free for you to use, and that is ideal. That is so, so nice. Dude, look at this book. Look at this one. Whoa, that's so cool. And it goes with my green theme. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to change that right now. And I really love that. It's really beautiful. And this is the first page of my website, and it's kind of like a welcome message. So I'm going to keep it kind of simple and nice. But maybe we want one more addition. Let's go back to apps. I want to show you one more addition. This, by the way, Pixabay and the other apps that I'm showing to you work brilliantly on presentations as well. This is not limited to websites. They work for all of the other features that you would use in Canva. I'm just showing them to you today. The other app I want you to put on your Canva is Giphy. GIFs work amazingly in Canva. We're going to click use, and we can search this GIF library for whatever we want. Here's Jason Momoa. Hi, buddy. Takes a minute to load, but I'm going to put him over here. It says to speak with our hearts, minds, and erasers. Is it too creepy? Does it kind of look like I am Jason Momoa if I put it like that? Maybe. But guess what? This is just a demo site, so we can do whatever we want. I can also crop it if I want. I can adjust it to already a 1x1. I can go over here to adjust those dimensions. And that's amazing, amazing, amazing sauce. I love this function. Giphies and GIFs, I guess I should say. GIFs are so fun for kids. I think they really resonate with them, especially when they're popular memes. Okay, so let's say I don't like the layout of this. This is an extra hack, people, because it's bothering me now that I did this. One way to adjust, I would really like it if my boy Jason here was in a circle, because this looks kind of dumb with him in a square. What is this, a square? I'm going to go to elements. I can look at frames. So when I type in frame, this will pop up all of these different frames. We can see all of these different shapes, whatever we like. I'm basic. A circle sounds really good to me. And now I can move this GIF, boom, right there into that circle. And this just looks nicer because this other picture is round. So I want to keep it round. There we go. That makes me happy. Although it still does look like maybe I am Jason Momoa, but I'm not upset about that. I'm not upset about that at all. The last thing I want you to add to your app library, because this is an app hack, is there's not the last. There's actually two more. I want you to add YouTube. You can add YouTube to Canva. Throw that into your stack over here, which is now searchable. So I can, let's kind of keep going down. I've got a supplies page, my Brave Space page. I can show you more of that later. I always like to use my syllabus to tease out the books that we're going to read. So I can go straight into YouTube while I'm already inside Canva and find the book trailers that I want. So you can see I already have the Gilded Ones here, Great Gatsby. I can type in book trailer, Salt to the Sea. Look at that. Oh man. Oh, look at one that I made. That's crazy. That's actually kind of weird. But here are book trailers that I can pull. The penguin one is really good. So let's click on that. And there it is. Right into right into your website. Isn't that amazing? I really, really, really love it. And then it can just kind of go and put it where you want it. So that's YouTube. You can definitely put YouTube in there. If you have other documents or things that you want to go into your website, I do have one last app that I want to show you is compatible with Canva. So back to our apps, we're going to type in Google Drive. Google Drive, Google Photos, Google Maps, you name it, the Googles are here. So under Google Drive, I can add that to, right? It's going to ask me to log in, right, with all my good stuff here. I'm going to allow these permissions just for demonstration purposes. And you can see here, my Google Drive is ready to go. Everything that I have here. So my flat Shakespeare, love flat Shakespeare. I can pull in images. I can pull in other things here too, right? Mostly images. I have not really played around with any documents. I don't think that that's something you can do. Maybe. That's not the hack that I have to share today. But definitely the images are something that you can pull straight out of your Google folder. And that is amazing. So again, the apps that we've added today, okay, we've gone to apps. We've added QR code, that was yesterday. We've added Pixabay, we've added Giphy, we've added YouTube, and we've added Google Drive. Now, can you go play with so many more? Look at these. There are so many other apps. I'm not going to overwhelm you today. Those are the ones that I use the most. Those are the ones that I recommend. And I think you're off to an amazing start just by using those.
Lights are shining bright. My friends are in the
Alrighty, we are back with another hack, and this one is a design and font hack that, again, Canva keeps updating and changing its features. So some of you might already know this, or you may have played with them before, but I wanted to show you some of the updated font features that are available to you, and the font effects, I guess I should say. So this English 10, this outline feature, I want to show you how I did that and a couple of other ways to play around with it. So if I highlight English 10 and we click on effects, this menu is going to pop up. And I don't know how much you've played around with these different effects, but I want to just show you what they all are, because if it's been a while since you've been in Canva, you may have missed it. So I'm currently using Outline, and Outline is relatively new to Canva. I love Outline. I think it looks really clean. It's really nice to see on this type of a background. You can play with the thickness by toggling this button right here, right? This little slider, how thick you want it to be. The color of that outline is where that changes. Splice is something that I use a lot. I really like the effect of splice. I'm gonna go back to kind of like a darker, maybe I'm gonna keep the pink on the outline and then change the inside. Ooh, that's kind of nice. I like that too. Well, we can do a lot of different things. I'll let you play. I just want you to see where the buttons are. So back to effects. Hollow is also beautiful. It doesn't work in this instance, but I really do like hollow. Again, like we can play with the thickness of how much is in the center and how much is in the line. Lifting is like is lifting the whole text. A shadow is going to be at an angle. And then, of course, there's nothing. There's none. I'm going to keep my outline for the aesthetics of this experience. Down here, there's a couple of other funky ones. There's an echo, there's glitch, there's neon. This one is really cool. The background, the shape behind the letters will adjust with, right, as you drag. So instead of having to create a shape, you can just do highlight or background, and it will keep the background right alongside the text. This does not work as a highlight though, which is really annoying. So if you're trying to highlight text with this feature, it's not the same thing. But for all intents and purposes, it's kind of new. We can also play with the shape of your language. We can play with the shape of your font here using the shape button. There's none, and then there's curve. And then there's a button down here, a toggle, where we can adjust the curve, the severity of it, the flatness of it. That actually looks kind of nice, doesn't it? It's kind of trippy, actually, but either way. Now, if we were to go ahead and preview what this looks like, you can see that I actually have my homepage set up as a video. So it's kind of beautiful, right? And then we just scroll through. There's Jason Momoa. Hey. My supplies, my brave space. If you don't like how this looks, you can also be adding animations to these pages too, and these elements. And the end, which is of course, this is the quick version. But yeah, so that's what that looks like once you have played with the fonts and gotten your outline how you like it. All right, our final hack. I can't believe we're here. Our final hack is a functional one that I want to give you so that you have some choices as you are building your website. As you saw in my preview, you saw that the website I had built was just we can kind of just scroll down, and that's how you viewed the site. I also want to show you how to do this and have a navigation menu at the top so that you can click through each of the different pieces. In order to have navigation, you need to actually name each of these pages. To do that, we're going to come over here where it says Add Notes. This is where we're going to add our page title so that it shows up in the navigation. So I'm going to call this Home. Down here, I'm going to come over here to Add Notes. This is going to be welcome. This is supplies. I already got that. What do we call this? Brave space. Books. Okay, got that. Contact. Okay, so some of them were labeled and some of them were not. Here's one more fun little trick. Okay. If you have an emoji keyboard, like on your actual laptop, or you go onto the internet like this, emoji keyboard. You can just grab one, and then this will allow you to click to copy emojis, which is really not that useful of a skill. But let's say we want to have, let's go to objects. Maybe for the school supplies one, I would like to have this one, right? So I clicked, it's copied. Now I can head back to my website. Here's my supplies page. Okay, so my supplies page is here. I'm going to paste my little emoji, and that will also show up in the navigation. Again, this is not rocket science or really that important, but it is kind of cute and fun. So cute and fun looks like this. We're going to publish our website. We're going to say with navigation, and we're going to continue. If you can do any of these things, whatever, it's up to you. However you want to title things, go for it, however you like it. And we're going to click publish. It's preparing our design. This is where you sing a song, read quotes from Mark Twain. Okay, and we're going to view the website. Welcome to English 10 with Mrs. Cardenas. We have our welcome page, supplies, Brave Space, books, and contact. There's our navigation menu. This still is a scrolling, it's called parallax. It's still a scrolling parallax website. However, I can jump from section to section up here with the navigation as well if I would like. So books takes me here to books. Brave Space takes me here to Brave Space. Contact takes me down, and so on and so forth. So I hope this inspired you to get your syllabus digital and to do it with Canva. Give it a shot, see if you like it, and tell me all about it once you're done. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day and a fantastic back to school season. I hope to see you inside our back to school course the first 10 days. I would love to work with you there. And I just hope that you have an amazing, peaceful start to the school year, because it is definitely going to set the tone for you and for your students for the rest of the year. All my best wishes, and we'll talk to you soon.
Lights are shining bright. My friends are in the club, we'll go all night. I see you in the back, the mood is right. If I just had your number, I would let you know how I feel.